All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Definitely hope everything is going well for sure. Definitely for everybody out there. And so, guys, welcome back to the channel for sure, guys. So we definitely have a plethora of information to cover today. So we have a big system pushing into the West Coast, guys. It's definitely creating havoc for sure. We're going to definitely take a look at the power outages in California and Washington as well. We're going to take a look at the flash flooding, mudslides, and landslides. And we're also going to take a look at the major historic flooding in Australia as well, guys. So we're definitely going to go to a different portion of the world within this stream. So it's definitely going to be interesting for sure. We definitely have some snow developing within the United States as well. We'll definitely take a look at the severe weather events expected as well over the next week. So it's definitely going to be very interesting, guys. We'll definitely take a look at maybe some live cameras as well. So with that being said, guys, let's definitely dive in to today's weather briefing, guys. So it's definitely going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, we definitely have some torrential rainfall expected once again, guys. So yet another storm system will be heading into the western United States, which it currently is right now, guys. It will be producing some severe weather and snow as well for portions of the United States. And flooding in Australia, cutting off the northwestern communities as well. So we'll definitely take a look at that. So it's definitely a very, very interesting situation for sure. But yeah, guys, it's definitely pretty crazy out there. Let me make sure everything is working properly here as it should be. All right, guys, let's take a look at the power outages here, guys. So here in California, guys, current customers out are up to 119,620 guys. Earlier today, we were actually above 500,000 people without power in California. So definitely looks like power is being restored, at least across the state for the time being, which is very, very good, guys. So we're down from 500,000 down to 119,620. So definitely some progress being made here for sure, guys. Even in Washington here, guys, the state of Washington, we're looking at about 23,952 people without power, unfortunately. Earlier today, we were about 70,000, so definitely power is being restored up and down the western coast here, so definitely keeping an eye on that, guys. Just to show you guys what's going on in the current perspective here. So let's take a look at the actual radar here, guys. So let's see here. Yeah, you guys can definitely see the system coming in. Let's take a look at some of these frames. Let's put these frames down a little bit here so we can loop this. But definitely, guys, it's definitely a very interesting situation. So yet another atmospheric river coming ashore here, guys. So definitely we're going to have to keep an eye on this one for sure. Definitely producing a lot of rainfall and a good bit of snow as well. So we'll definitely keep a lookout for that. But you guys can definitely see here in Southern California, guys. Near Fresno, Bakersfield, even into portions of Los Angeles. Santa Maria definitely getting slammed with a lot of rain, guys. Some of these totals as well are definitely going to be off the charts once again, unfortunately. So definitely have a lot of flooding here, so we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. San Francisco, guys, you guys are currently out of the rain, but as this system pushes a little bit more north, we're definitely going to get some rain in that area as well. Las Vegas getting a little bit of light rain at this time. Heading up into portions of Nevada as well, into Elko, Reno getting some rain as well. Salt Lake City getting a mixed bag of precipitation currently with some rain and snow hitting the area. Up through Boise, Twin Falls, and Idaho Falls, guys, we definitely have an interesting situation developing there. We do have some rain pushing in into Seattle as well, into Astoria, is definitely taking a look at that for sure. We do have a little bit of snow developing here in North Dakota as well. We're going to keep an eye on this little system, a little blip of energy here. And you can see most of the country here, guys, other than the west coast here into the mountain west. We're definitely looking at pretty good conditions at the current time. So we're definitely count our blessings on that one for sure. Unfortunately, this does look like it is going to change as this energy does make its way over the mountains, guys. And this looks like it will be producing a little bit of severe weather later on. So we definitely have to keep an eye on that for sure, guys. But it's definitely interesting to see these events definitely take shape. Especially these atmospheric river events. They can be very, very strong for sure. And they produce sort of images like this, guys. So definitely keep an eye out on that. It's definitely pretty crazy to see water rising like this and rushing like this, guys. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this. Flash flooding events like this can happen very quickly in atmospheric river events such as this. So we're definitely going to keep an eye out on that, guys. But it's definitely a major, major situation. So it's definitely not very good here, guys. So it's definitely, it's crazy to see that some of this stuff actually happening out there. Hopefully, all the listeners here, guys, hopefully you guys are staying safe. If you are listening from California, definitely please heed the warnings. Remember, guys, always turn around, do not drown, guys. Your life is more important than where you're going. Guys, we're definitely expecting a bit of severe weather as well, so let's take a look at that. But first, let's take a look at some of the rainfall that has been shown over the area, guys. So let's see. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys. Let's take a look at some of these rainfall totals here so far across portions of Southern California. So it's definitely an interesting situation for sure, guys. Let's go out to the past 72 hours of precipitation. You guys can definitely see some of these values definitely starting to tick up here as well. Just north of Fresno, we're looking at about almost 4 inches of rainfall here, so we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this. San Francisco, you guys are sitting at about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches here. As we head up to the north, though, so guys, this would be near Chico here, just to the east of Interstate 5 here, guys. Definitely over 6 inches of rainfall definitely accumulated here, so we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this. Even into Eureka, guys, we're looking at between 2 and 4 inches of rainfall have fallen across the area. So it's definitely a lot of rain for sure, guys. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on flooding as well. Even into Seattle here, guys. So to the west of Seattle here, we're looking at rainfall of nearly 6 inches. So definitely a very, very major atmospheric river definitely coming in. Unfortunately, it's only going to get worse from here, guys. We definitely have a few more systems coming in as well. But let's focus on this main system first here, guys. It's definitely pretty crazy. So let's take a look at some of these models here as well. Hopefully, this will load properly. For some reason, the internet was going pretty slow earlier today, but that's okay. That's no worries at all. We'll definitely keep an eye on this, guys. So let's see here. Let's zoom out a little bit here. All right. So we're actually going to take a look at the precipitation type here for sure. We'll definitely take a look at that. You guys can see this massive stream of moisture coming in, guys. Let's go up. Let's go to 4 p.m., guys. You can definitely see this little blip also, this little rotation. Definitely this storm coming in, but you can definitely see it's getting its act together for sure, guys. You can definitely see that rotating on in through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, guys. You can definitely see the San Francisco area once again getting hit by some pretty heavy rainfall here. Even Sacramento as well. Eureka, you guys look like you have a little bit of a break, but that's definitely going to start filling in as this system ejects off to the north and northeast, guys. You could definitely see some heavier snow bands here in northeastern Nevada as well as northern Utah as well. So this is definitely to the north of Salt Lake City, north of Ogden as well, to the south of Pocatello here in Idaho Falls. But you could definitely see this very heavy area of snow, guys. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. We also have this blip of energy, this little clipper system coming down as well, heading into Minnesota here, Wisconsin as well, eventually making its way into Upper Peninsula of Michigan and Northern Michigan here, eventually spreading across the area into the Pittsburgh area, into the mountains to the east as well, down through New York. So definitely keep an eye on that, guys. So this is over, this is between now and 5 a.m. tomorrow, guys. We're definitely going to have to keep a look out on that. But as we step forward into the morning, you can see this massive amount of precipitation that comes in on the western coast here of California and into central California. And you can see the Sierra Nevada is definitely filling in with that very, very heavy snow. So it's definitely going to be crazy throughout here, guys. Definitely some very, very heavy snow for sure. The accumulations were pretty extensive, at least the accumulations I saw earlier. We're seeing upwards of a couple feet here in the Sierra Nevadas once again. And you can see by tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., guys, Eureka definitely getting back into that rain again. So there is a little bit of a break to the overnight hours tonight into about 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. However, as this system does come ashore and start to fill in, and it definitely looks like Eureka is definitely getting some more rain. Even San Francisco, Fresno, Sacramento as well. Even down into Los Angeles getting some moderate to heavy rain here. So this is definitely going to be an interesting situation to watch. And you can see some of this moisture is actually making it into the Rocky Mountains and eventually over the mountains here, guys. And this Clipper system here is still affecting the area, much of the Great Lakes here. You can definitely see Detroit tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. getting some mixed precipitation as well as some snow. And this occurs all the way through Lansing as well. Even Chicago getting a little bit of light rain here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Through Minneapolis or St. Paul, Rochester here, and Wisconsin down through Madison getting some snow and mixed precipitation. And as we head up towards Marquette here, guys, definitely some moderate snow showing up. As well through Traverse City, down through I-75 here, guys, down through Flint. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this for sure. It's definitely a developing situation, so it's a little Clipper system that's coming through. You can definitely see off the shores of the Lake Erie here, as well as to the south of Lake Ontario. We're definitely keeping an eye out for some of that snow, even up into Maine as well, so near Quebec over into Maine. So we're definitely keeping an eye on this. But you can definitely see the major player right now, guys, is definitely this major system coming on shore here in California. So we're definitely going to keep watching this. And as we step through tomorrow afternoon and evening, you can see all of that rain is still impacting the area. So it's definitely a lot of precipitation for California. In some places, it is helping the drought, but unfortunately, it's definitely causing major flooding issues. So it's definitely not good, guys. And guys, remember, always turn around. Don't drown, guys. Definitely, your life is more important than where you're going. So if you happen across floodwaters, definitely make sure that you guys are prepared and definitely turn around. Don't try to traverse through those waters, guys. 6 inches of flowing water is enough to pick up even a large SUV or truck and push it along, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And you can see some of this moisture here, guys, definitely making over to the mountains here, especially in the forms of snow, ice, and mixed precipitation here. Through South Dakota here, guys. We're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on this. So it's definitely going to create a little bit of a situation down here as well. So we're going to be looking at some of the severe weather heading down to the south. So this is going to include eastern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Louisiana as well, into Mississippi and the Tennessee Valley, guys. So we'll definitely take a look at some of those severe weather indices here, guys. But it's definitely not looking like a good situation. Definitely looks like a pretty strong severe weather event. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on that for sure. But let's just step this forward, guys. So through Tuesday, Wednesday, you guys can definitely see some of that moisture coming in from the Gulf. So definitely some warm air pushes and warm air surges to the north, guys. Cold air pushed from the north here. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on that. The North American model is okay at initializing this, but we'll definitely keep an eye on some of those severe weather indices here, guys. We're probably going to have to shift over to the GFS to look at that. But it's definitely very interesting, guys. And as I said before, guys, we're definitely going to be looking at some severe weather for sure. So definitely going to see some situations like this, guys. So all hazards are possible: large hail, tornadoes, damaging winds, definitely flash flooding, and frequent cloud-to-ground lightning as well. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. But tornadoes are definitely not out of the question during this severe weather event, guys. So it's definitely going to be pretty interesting for sure. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. So we actually have an interesting event taking place currently in California, guys. So this is actually a 2% tornado risk area, guys. So it's definitely not often that we see this. So it's definitely very, very interesting that we actually get to see a tornado risk here within California as well. This is today. And then it's going to shift down to the south towards Los Angeles tomorrow, guys. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for some of these tornadoes that could possibly develop. As this little bit of rotational energy comes in. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. So isolated strong to marginally severe thunderstorms are possible near the California coast late tonight and early Tuesday morning. So we're definitely going to have to watch this, guys. So near coastal thunderstorms are possible today. Convective potential is expected to increase tonight through early Tuesday as the trough and the jet stream approach the California coast. So definitely Cape values, guys. So convective available potential energy will definitely be in the between 300 and 500 joules per kilogram. So that can definitely support some stronger storms to develop here, guys, as the frontal frontal bands approach the region. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that for sure. So definitely, guys, it's very interesting to see the tornado threat in California, guys. So it is a very it's a low threat, but it's definitely definitely can't rule out tornadoes at all, guys. Also, we're going to have the presence of a strong 40 to 60 knot low level winds as well. So that's definitely going to create locally damaging wind gusts, and possibly, like I said, a brief tornado could occur late tonight into early tomorrow morning, guys. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. So this is definitely looking at definitely between 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning, guys, all the way through about 8 a.m. tomorrow. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. And then this system will actually begin to eject down to the south. So we'll actually have a tornado risk 2% down through Los Angeles as well, guys. So we're definitely it's definitely interesting to see tornadoes possible throughout this area. It usually never happens like this, but it's definitely pretty interesting to see when it does, guys. So we can switch over to Radar Omega once again, guys. Let's take a look at that. And let's get these values actually in play here. All right, so we're looking at surface-based Cape, guys. We're definitely going to take a look at this for sure. So this would be later on tonight, guys, into tomorrow. But you can definitely see these sort of non-zero values coming in, guys. So these are a couple hundred joules per kilogram in Cape. So it's definitely enough to set off some tornado development here. This includes the Sacramento area, the San Francisco area, all the way along the coast here through San Jose, Soledad, and King City, guys. And then tomorrow, guys, throughout the day, we're looking at tornado threat between Santa Maria, Santa Clara, and Los Angeles as well. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on that for sure. But it's definitely a very, very interesting situation. You can definitely see 8 a.m. here. It's definitely right along the coastline here, guys. So this is definitely going to be a very, very interesting situation. If you do find yourself in a tornado warning, please get to the lowest level of and in the interior of your building, away from windows. Definitely try to create as much space between you and the exterior and the outside, I guess, as possible. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. So definitely tornadoes are definitely not out of the question tonight through tomorrow. So we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye out on that. So let's see here. We can step all the way through about 11 a.m. We can actually go a little bit further than this. You can definitely see, guys, down here through Los Angeles, we definitely have non-zero Cape values down here. So this is a couple hundred joules per kilogram. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. So definitely potential tornado development here along the coast from Los Angeles all the way through San Francisco tonight into tomorrow. So that's definitely a very interesting situation. We usually don't have that kind of event going on, but when it does happen, we definitely like to make sure that everybody is in the know about this, guys. So it's definitely very interesting. All right, guys. So let's take a look at the severe weather events that are going to take place here across the deep south here, guys, and the Ozarks as well, and the upper south and the southern Great Plains here, guys. So this threat definitely looks to take place through eastern Texas here, as well as through southeastern Oklahoma here, guys, across much of Arkansas, if not the entire state of Arkansas. Even into the Tennessee Valley, into lower southeastern Missouri as well. And definitely extreme portions of southern Illinois getting in on the action as well. So in that dark green area, guys, this is where we can expect severe weather. So this would be, let me just take a look here, guys. But it's definitely a very, very interesting threat for sure. Yeah, so it's definitely pretty interesting, guys. So this is on Wednesday, so we're definitely going to have to watch this event very closely. It is possible that a slight risk could be introduced as well into this area, especially into southern Arkansas and southeastern Arkansas into Mississippi as well. So we're definitely going to have to look out for that, guys. So isolated severe thunderstorms will be possible Wednesday night through early Thursday morning from portions of Texas and Oklahoma into the lower Mississippi Valley and the Mid-South, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for all severe weather hazards, including large hail, tornadoes, damaging winds, frequent cloudy ground lightning, as well as flash flooding. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that as well. But yeah, we're looking at, so by Wednesday night, guys, this is definitely when it's going to come in here. We're looking at some mid-level height falls as well. This is going to create the strong ascent. Definitely from the upper level trough that we're actually seeing here in California. So we're going to have to watch out for this, guys. It looks like it is going to make it over the mountains. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. Dew points will be in the low to mid 60s as well. So it's definitely ample fuel for tornadoes to develop, as well as severe thunderstorms. We're definitely going to have to watch out for that for sure. Especially throughout the warm sector here, guys. And possibly even into Wednesday afternoon. So Wednesday afternoon may be the kickoff of this, guys. It definitely, the models have a little bit of a discrepancy, so the GFS is bringing in a little bit sooner, so into Wednesday afternoon. The Euro is bringing in Wednesday night, guys, so we're definitely going to have to watch out for this for sure. But with the surface dew points and the deep layer shear, so guys, we're looking at 40 to 50 knots as well in terms of shear values, so we're definitely going to have to watch out for that. So that's definitely going to create ample situation for thunderstorm or supercell development. So it's definitely going to be a very, very interesting situation, guys. Definitely a couple tornadoes are possible. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. We'll probably definitely do a live stream during this event. So definitely keep an eye on that, guys. And as we step forward to the next day, so we're looking at Thursday here, guys. We're looking at an even stronger event here. This is a slight risk that has been issued for Alabama, through Georgia, and even into portions of extreme South Carolina here, guys. So extreme western South Carolina, possibly up into southern Tennessee as well, guys. We're definitely have to keep an eye out for this as well. It's definitely a very, very strong situation. It's a very rare day 4 risk, so we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye out on this, guys. So this is definitely gonna be the stronger of the two, guys. So this is Thursday. So looking at a 70 to 80 knot mid-level jet. So that's very strong, guys. That's definitely ample into tapping into potential for tornadoes, damaging winds as well. Even large hail, guys. We could be talking about large hail up to baseball size. So this is definitely going to be a very, very interesting event, particularly a dangerous situation for sure. We're also looking at 50s to low 60s up to the mid 60s for surface dew points as well. So the ample fuel and moisture is definitely going to be there for these supercells to develop, especially into portions of central and southern Alabama through central and northwestern Georgia, guys. So it's definitely going to be very, very interesting. Even northern Georgia as well. And like I said earlier, definitely into northwestern South Carolina is definitely possible to get into this action as well. Even into portions of southern Tennessee and extreme portions of southwestern North Carolina could definitely see some severe weather as well as this marches to the northeast. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for this, guys. But we definitely have, the models are definitely giving us a signal in terms of guidance for robust thunderstorms for development, guys. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for that for sure. And guys, we're definitely going to take a look at some of the radar, future radar of this as well, just to get an idea of what's going on here. So let's zoom out a little bit here. Probably going to have to go over to the GFS or the European model. We'll probably go to the GFS model. The GFS is pretty good at determining the severe weather, usually. So let's take a look at this. Let's go step into later on, guys. So let's see here. Definitely want to go into Wednesday. Tuesday night into Wednesday for sure, just to see what we got going on. Just gonna let this load for a minute. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is kind of slow today for some reason. It's very weird. But you guys can definitely see some of that coming in. Let's take this to... let's actually take this to the precipitation type here. But guys, this is Wednesday at 7 p.m. guys. You can definitely see some heavy snow here also developing into northwestern Kansas as well. So we're definitely going to have to look out for that. But here is the main player, guys. So this is definitely where the severe weather is going to develop here. So definitely keep an eye out on this. Let's see, let's step forward a little bit. See what we can resolve here. It doesn't look like much on the GFS models. However, it is sort of a more pixelated model, unfortunately. But you can definitely see where those thunderstorms are definitely going to develop into Wednesday night through Thursday morning here, guys. So definitely we're looking at northwestern Arkansas. So this is to the northwest of Little Rock. So this would include Fayetteville, Rogers, right along I-40 here, I-49 as well. So definitely, guys, this could definitely be an interesting situation for sure. So definitely a few tornadoes cannot be rolled out in this very soupy environment, guys. So dew points will definitely be in the low to mid 60s at this point. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for this. Even in eastern Texas, so to the east of Dallas, near Shreveport as well. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. So let's step this forward a little bit here, guys. Let's go forward. So this is around 1 a.m., guys. You can definitely see this could possibly be a very interesting squall line developing all the way from St. Louis all the way down through eastern Texas here, guys. So definitely a big, broad area of severe weather for sure. But it looks like the main focus of severe weather is going to be in this outline here, area here, guys. So if we just circle this area here, so it's definitely possible, especially through Arkansas, guys. We're definitely going to have a major severe weather event happening here for sure. But Thursday looks to be the bigger day here, guys. So we'll definitely take a look at that for sure. So this would be stepping off towards the east over into Alabama and Georgia here. So let's go through 1 p.m. here, guys. So this is 1 p.m. Thursday. So you can definitely see some of these stronger cells definitely developing here. So this is from Tuscaloosa all the way through Birmingham, Chattanooga as well. This could eventually make its way into Roswell and Atlanta as well. So we'll definitely have to take a look at that. Even through Knoxville, Tennessee, some super showers up here. This extends all the way through Charleston, Parkersburg, and even into the Pittsburgh area, guys. We're definitely going to have to watch out here at the World Weather Authority studio for sure. But the Bullseye event is going to be down here through Alabama and Georgia, guys. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out on that for sure. And just to show you guys, we also have some major flooding ongoing in Australia as well, guys. So this is the opposite side of the world here, guys. But you can definitely see some of this major flooding that occurred, guys. So this is being labeled as a once-in-a-century storm, guys. So basically, this is due to the remnants of Cyclone Ellie here, guys. So definitely a lot of precipitation definitely fell over the area here. So this is northwestern Australia, guys. So it's definitely a very, very major crisis ongoing here. So the severe weather system Ellie, or Cyclone Ellie, a former tropical cyclone that brought in heavy rains, guys. So the emergency services here in Australia definitely reporting some catastrophic flooding. You guys can see this drone footage of the area, guys. It's definitely very, very crazy to see some of these events for sure. Up to 32 miles have been covered in flash flooding, guys, across Australia here. And a few reports are saying as far as the eye can see, guys. So it's definitely major, major flooding. It's definitely not good to see some of these situations, guys. So we can definitely see this is near the town of Fitzroy here, guys. Fitzroy Crossing. So a community of around 1,300 people has been among the worst hit. You guys can definitely see how catastrophic that is for sure. You can definitely see when the emergency services say that the flooding is as far as the eye can see, guys. That's definitely, you can definitely see that in this image here. You can definitely see those bridges down as well. Some of the bridges have actually collapsed in this area, so that's definitely not a good sign, guys. So it's definitely not good, especially with around 50% of the residents here in Fitzroy Crossing unable to return to their homes here, guys. So not very, very good. Not a good situation at all, guys. So definitely a lot of rainfall, definitely here. And the actual Bureau of Meteorology, guys, said many roads are impassable and many communities are now isolated. So that's definitely not good, guys. So it's definitely, you can see how catastrophic this flooding is. So this was the remnants of Cyclone Ellie that hit the area. So it's definitely not good, guys. There's definitely even more rising water happening as well, as some of those higher terrain areas are definitely leaking down into the main river basins here, guys. So it's definitely very devastating for sure. The actual Australian Defence Force as well, their aircraft is being used to actually evacuate people in the flooded communities as well. So definitely they're using Chinook helicopters as well to help relocate residents. So it's definitely good to see that they're actually providing aid for the people down there. So definitely very, very catastrophic situation, guys. Let me try to pull up Radar Omega once again, guys. I want to take a look at some of these precipitation amounts that fell over Australia for sure. Let me get this pulled up real quick. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get this pulled up real quick, because that's definitely catastrophic flooding for sure, through the northwestern portion of Australia here, guys. It's definitely not good. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, so as much as a foot of rain has fallen across the area, which produced all of this flash flooding. So it's definitely a very, very major situation going on, guys. They're actually calling this a once-in-a-century flood, guys. So this basically cut off the communities in northwestern Australia completely. Hello, Harrison. How are you? Definitely good to see you. But definitely, guys, it's definitely crazy to see how devastating this floodwaters has been. It actually covered over 32 miles of northwestern Australia, and actually cut off various communities. They actually had to use military personnel and helicopters to come in. So it's definitely pretty crazy. All right, let me zoom back in. Let me go back to the United States here, guys. Let's take a look at. We can definitely take a look at Cape Coral, Florida, for you. That's definitely no problem at all. All right, so we're not looking at much on radar down there, so that's definitely good news for sure, at least at the moment. Let me flip over to Radar Omega for you guys. All right, so there's Cape Coral, Florida here, guys. So definitely not much in the way of rain at the moment, so that's definitely good news. We could definitely take a look at the current temperatures as well, just to get you guys a feel for what's going on down here. Let me switch back over to the actual model data here. Well, we can do forecast, that's fine. So definitely dew points in the 60s, so it's definitely pretty soupy out there for sure. Let's take a look at the current temperatures, guys. So we're looking at, wow, that's really weird. It was measuring the actual sea there, so if you go over the sea, it's kind of funny. So yeah, about 70 degrees, guys. That was pretty cool. Definitely showed 100 and some degrees there. So yeah, don't pay attention to that, guys. So yeah, about 73 degrees down in Cape Coral for sure. Definitely a very nice day, at least down there for now, guys. There is a possibility later on in the week that some thunderstorms may propagate through the area for sure, especially as the severe weather that we just talked about propagates through the region here, guys. So we definitely have to take a look out on that for sure. Just a couple other things I wanted to show you here, guys. Let's see here. All right, let me try to pull up some live cameras throughout the region here. All right. All right, guys, so we're taking a look at San Francisco at the moment, guys. So it is 61 degrees there. It is 12:35 p.m. But it's definitely pretty crazy for sure. Definitely looking at some of the area. It actually was pretty dreary early on today, but it does look like the sun is trying to break out here, guys, in San Francisco Bayfront. So that's definitely good news for sure, guys. We can even take a look at Pittsburgh as well. So Pittsburgh, guys, we're sitting at 37 degrees, so definitely pretty chilly day up here. So definitely, it's definitely pretty interesting. Definitely, the sun is trying to poke out here, guys. So it's definitely pretty crazy for sure. It's definitely pretty chilly up here. We are expecting temperatures to actually increase within the next 2 weeks or so, guys. So it's definitely good news up here. So that's another thing I wanted to show you guys here for sure. But take a look at these temperature outlooks here, guys. So these temperature outlooks here for much of the eastern portion, even through central United States, all the way through the East Coast here, we're expecting 60 to 90% above normal temperatures here. So the Pittsburgh area is definitely, in our area, at least from Pittsburgh, stretching up through New York, down even through Arkansas here, guys. So this dark red area here, we're looking at temperatures possibly 90% above normal. So this is definitely between, in our area, 50s and 60s here, and definitely possibly even getting into the 70s and 80s down to the south here, guys. So it's definitely very interesting to see for sure. Friday, January 13th, wind and radar will be in the temperatures. Yeah, I can definitely do that for you. It's the same area. You're looking at Cape Coral. All right, let's take a look at this. It's pretty far out there, so definitely we're going to have to basically, I can't really take this with a, it's not set in stone, obviously, because it is pretty far out there, but we'll definitely take a look at it for you for sure. So let's see here. Let me go back to the models. All right, let's go out to, okay, we'll go to the 13th here for you. All right, so this is 7 a.m., guys. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible that some thunderstorms could definitely be rolling in, some rainfall. So this is definitely Friday morning. So let's take a look at it a little bit further here. But yeah, it definitely looks like some rain and possible some thunderstorms coming in about 10 a.m. On Friday the 13th here through Cape Coral. So definitely have to keep an eye out on that. This is stretching I-75 here to the east of Cape Coral, but you can definitely see those definitely lighter greens here showing up, a little bit of yellow as well. So there may be a little bit of energy shift down here from the Gulf of Mexico into this area. So it's definitely possible to get a few rumbles of thunder through this. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a severe weather event, at least for Cape Coral at this time. Let's take a look at the temperatures here. So this is 10 a.m. So Cape Coral, we're looking at about 67 degrees, between 67 and 70 degrees here. So definitely not looking too bad. Definitely not, not out of the realm of comfort. So definitely looking pretty good here. The dew points, however, are a different story, unfortunately. So these are dew points in the lower 60s. So it might feel a little soupy out there, at least in terms of the dew points here. You can definitely see off to the southwest there, down in the Gulf, you can see those higher dew points down here. So these may eject off to the northeast into this area, which would provide fuel for severe storms to develop. At this time, it does not look like severe thunderstorms will develop through the Cape Coral area. Definitely some rain showers, possibly a rumble of thunder or two for Friday the 13th, but definitely looking into the upper 60s and 70s. So let's actually go step a little bit forward here. We'll take a look at the temperatures. So we'll go through 4 p.m. here. So yeah, definitely looks like the temperatures are actually going to reach their the high temperature is actually going to be in the morning at around yeah, I can definitely take a look at the winds for you too. But yeah, definitely looks like the high temperature is going to be in the morning at 67, and then that front's going to come through and drop the temperatures down into the upper 50s into lower 60s as well. But yeah, definitely can take a look at the wind gusts for you as well. So let's see here. Let me see. I think the European model has this. Let me see here. At least they used to have it, so we can definitely take a look at that for sure. Yes. So wind speeds look to be pretty calm, at least. At least the sustained winds here. Let me go back out to Friday the 13th here. So yeah, I mean, maybe some gusty winds here, definitely into the 20s. So sustained winds into the 20s, maybe some gusts into the 30s. Definitely not out of the realm here. But yeah, not very windy in terms of Friday the 13th here in Cape Coral. We do have some sustained winds down here, down to the southwest, about 30 miles per hour. So this could propagate into the area for sure. But all in all, we're definitely looking at about 15 to 25 mile per hour sustained winds, maybe wind gusts up to 35. So definitely not really severe in terms of winds, but definitely still use caution if you have a high profile vehicle. Definitely use caution while you're driving through the area. But yeah, other than that, it doesn't look very bad for Cape Coral for sure. Yeah, you're very welcome. No problem at all. But all right, guys, I think I'm gonna jump off of here for a little bit. I'm definitely gonna try to get back on later as well. I want to get into some more of the information about some of the severe weather events, things like that. I'm gonna delve into at least getting some equations in there. Definitely taking a look at that. Putting in some data into the models as well. All right, guys, definitely appreciate you guys for watching. Definitely check us out on Facebook at World Weather Authority and also on Twitter at World Weather. And Instagram at W.W.A. Graham, guys. So definitely take a look at that. We're definitely going to be sharing some information on all 4 platforms, guys. So we definitely appreciate it, guys. And always remember, never stop chasing.